Couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. 19 Lions.
Love gonna air this out to start. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
79 Broncos.
Another try following the sack. Oh, it put some heat on this. Big game downfield. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 6-0 lead right away. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Timberland. Half 18, Rita.
Right to the air, it's Jones. On target to Jepson. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
South salad. Half 18.
On first down, it's Jones to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Okay, here we go.
Working from the gun, here's Jones. Completed to his running back. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll come up first and 10.
Chip.
He finds Johnson. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll try and punch it in. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Offense up to the line fast. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Second and goal now, 5 yards more difficult following that penalty. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Rolling left, buying some time. That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Giants finish off their opening drive. Daniel Jones with a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Giants respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
70 Lions. 19 Pioneer. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hut, hut.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Play fake, it's Love. Cook calls it in. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. The rookie out of Alabama, there on the tackle.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Check, Panther.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
60 bicep, 60 bicep. Hey, check that. Go.
Back to the well again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Fourth and 3, drive on the line.
Ready.
They're going for this. He connects downfield on 4th. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They find 21 yards and get the 1st down. Oh, baby, what a call to go for it on 4th.
Go.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's able to push forward to the 25. Working quickly here. Takes the handoff, now Love. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers break the tie here in the 1st. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Great. Here we go. Ladybug. Out we go.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Great.
Here's 2nd and 5. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 40.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Jones. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go. Up we go.
The throw again here on 2nd and 10. Jones. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Why shift the crew? Up we go.
That one's out and cut on the right side. Big man showing up the yards. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. He manages 13 on this punt return. And it'll be Giants football. First and 10 now from the 30.
To the right, Pacino. 56. Up we go.
Here's Jones to throw. That's complete to Jackson. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Giants will have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here we go, hey.
Jones on first down. He's on the move. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Edgerrin Cooper takes it away. Well, great team defense here. Somebody hit him in there, caused that pass to float on him a bit, and it gave the linebacker time to race in and make the interception.
And you know what team stands for, right? T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. It took all of them together. Took that rush to impact the quarterback. It took that linebacker to deliver on the other end, a critical takeaway. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They'll run now on second down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Love from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Love throwing on fourth. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Markers reset. Ball at the 37.
Here we go.
Connects with Johnson. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Detroit Johnson. Other side, other side.
First down throw by Jones. Connects with Mechie. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Jones now to throw. Escapes the pocket.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, hey.
They'll try him left side. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Giants take a 2nd quarter lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. This, the snap that's going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun now for Love. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Love out of the shotgun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds, past midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First down throw, here's Love. Called in left side. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Love to throw again. He beams one deep right side. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers tie this game at 21. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Apple. Here we go. Calm.
Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Into the hands of Neighbors. Give him 32 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field, and the tone of this.
Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
I guarantee you QB wants that throw back. I know most are perfectionists, and when it's caught just a bit out of bounds, you know it could have been just a little more accurate.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. This is complete to Neighbors. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll get 18 yards there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
It's caught right side by Johnson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants take the lead just before halftime. Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. It's first and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
Ready. 60
Love now to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. To the air with Love. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Giants make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Timberland. Out go.
He'll throw it. He puts some power on a deep one left. This is Cup. Looks like he stayed in bounds too. Great work.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Looking to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
South salad. Tip. Bama.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
Ladybug.
Here's 2nd and 5. Flush. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do, got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Detroit. Great.
Here's Jones to throw. He finds Johnson. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. It's a pickup of 26. And the Giants will have a first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man.
And that's a New York touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants double their lead to 14. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. Has him running the comeback. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He's throwing deep to the left side. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Don Capers, Don Capers. Half 88, half 8. To the right, Pacino. To the right, Pacino. Out the go.
To throw, here's Jones. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
The Giants using their first timeout, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Timberland. Here we go. Detroit Johnson. Up we go.
Jones looking to throw. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They've got first down from the 31. Now Jones. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. It's a pickup of 11. And the Giants will have a first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Here we go.
Offense up to the line fast.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Gets this to Johnson. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants stretch their lead to 21. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 11. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Deonte Banks. And the Giants get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
The give here on 2nd. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another carry for him. And again, they stalled him out at the line. He couldn't get it. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Giants football, and they've got to feel pretty good about this score entering the 4th. Less than a yard needed here on 4th.
Here we go.
Plowing up the middle. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Working quickly here. 1st down, and they go right back to him. Runs in for the New York touchdown. The Giants keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Another try following the sack. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
They'll try the right side with Cook. Has the first and more past midfield. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Another one for Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Has it down close. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Come on, set.
Now a give to Cook, running left. Takes it in, touchdown Green Bay. The Packers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the Giants' hands team secures the football. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Pass. South salad. Up we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Into the hands of Neighbors. They get 22 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Giants.
Jim. Up we go.
Working from the gun, here's Jones. And the defender comes away with it. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Throwing from his own end zone. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
And that's going to be a safety. So they actually completed the throw there, Brock, but you wouldn't know that by how this play ended. Stuck in their own end zone for a safety.
Yeah, this close to the goal line, you think if there's a safety, it's going to be a sack or maybe a holding call in the end zone. I'm not sure you ever expect a completed pass to end up going that far backward, costing you points. But let's give some credit where it's due. That defense, they were flying to create those 2 points.
Yeah, no doubt. Good work, team. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Okay, here we go. Great. Up we go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's looking deep once again. That's complete inside the 35. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here we go, hey.
1st down, throw by Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Ladybug.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Giants moments away from a 2-0 start. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go. Bomb.
Trying again following the sack. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't air long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Dom Capers.
On 3rd and long, it's Jones. Connects with Mechie. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st.
Half jumbo. Go north salad.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants put up even more points in a win. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Love from the gun. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Love. Trying to push it deep downfield. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Giants have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Trying to set this up quick. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Giants continue adding to an insurmountable lead. That one splits the upright.